Hello! Today I will be starting a new game since I finished the last one. Well, I didn't finish it, but I finished my first playthrough of it. Which is Cupid, if you didn't know. Also, for those of you that did watch the Cupid playthrough or are fans of the game, I just found out today that they came out with a comic on Webtoon, the platform Webtoon. I haven't read it yet, but it looks pretty good. I'm excited to read it. And I might do a review, depending on, well, nobody's seen those videos yet, really. And I still don't have, like, any subscribers, but just because I don't have any subscribers doesn't mean nobody's watching my videos. Anyway, so I might do a review depending on whether or not, I feel like it, and depending on whether or not anybody wants to see me do a review of the comic. It's not finished, from what I can see, but it does look pretty good. Alright, anyway, enough about Cupid. Today I will be playing Cinderella Phenomenon. Please excuse any background music. Not music, sound. Just environment, you know? This does have like a cool intro when I first opened it, and I wanted to record it, but there was a song playing over it, and I was just like, not down for that. Anyway, it's a pretty cool scene if you haven't seen it. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube from like the actual people. First we're gonna go to settings, display, I don't know, okay, window. I don't know if you can see this black here. So if I do, let's see. Yo, I am so mad. When I clicked to change the display, it turned off my recorder. And I was like probably halfway done with the chapter before I realized I wasn't recording, so we're gonna redo it. I would turn up the sound a little bit just because I really cannot like hear the little background noises, but right, this is a window. Like you can see like this little, I believe you can see this little black bar on either side. I'm just gonna leave it like that just because full screen feels too in my face. I've disabled the right choice indicator. And yeah, these are the settings I'm working with. And now we're gonna start. I'm so mad. I already did the tutorial, so lucky-ish for you guys, I don't need to go do that anymore. But I already did this really good run, and now I'm upset, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystallium Lucas, protected by the ruler of the fairies, and the other was the Crystallium Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucas was sustained by love, happiness, and joy, and the Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious and true love was the usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked, so be it. Just as you have taken our our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairy tales, the Lucas bearer, not fairy tales, my bad, fairies, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. So I did figure this out. You put your own name here. So. Prologue. Ice Princess is what it says. I thought it said the princess. Anyway, for there, when you put your name in, you have to press enter. Because spacebar will just put a bunch of spaces. This is back in case I skip over any lines, like I have the tendency to do. I don't know what log is, and auto is just so the lines will autoplay, and skip is to skip the line again, I guess. My name is Cass Riella Britton, daughter of King Gennaro Britton III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. At least, that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. That's so pretty. Ooh. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. Do you think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angiel would be better off without the dead weight. If we're up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angiel the cursed would have been banished from Angiel the instant they fell prey to it. Lovely. Lovely pretentious. We love a pretentious princess. The mother's not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I am on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their presence. Good morning, Cass. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Cass. Cass. Ophelia. Ophelia Widensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be the true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict Widensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior, and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It is apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. I am so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, Father, Mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Cass. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emmeline Wittensov, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood and as if she too were born a princess. As if she could be the crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emily, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh yes, there are so many and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I am happy that you like them. I love them. It's so strange the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Cass? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you are talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angeli. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to continue to pronounce that wrong. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, and so I cannot bring myself to care. Oh, we love a crown princess that doesn't care about the pain and suffering of her people. How do you know that the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angeli. Angel. After the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Cass, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Cass, you will show your mother respect. Oh, Rev. That was awful. You should have said that. She's not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king. It's been 17 years and I never felt any love from him. Sorry, I'm repositioning. He treats Evangeline Why do I want to keep saying that? Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children. Better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. It's kind of funny that I once again chose a game where it's like the MC and her mom were like the tight group. They were that's kind of funny. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? I feel like his voice actually sounds different than how I said it. Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? I'm gonna try. Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. Caldera? Caldera. Can I call it that? Caldera? That's what it is now. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room, then. Thank you. Princess? Yes? You know I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It's been 2 days since the king issued the order. Cass, I would like you to accompany Oh. I don't even know what the rest of the sentence says, but I just saw her name and I was like, he really be doing the most. Okay. Emmeline, on one of her town outings. Why do I have to go? Surely you could send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. How about no? How about no? Oh, I see his point. It's just a terrible method. I clearly do not like this girl, and you're gonna force me to do what she wants to do. Why would you do that? Stepsister. She's your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your blood. Of your blood. No. How about no? 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emmeline outside. I can't believe I renamed her, and I still can't even pronounce it. Outside. It has been 4 years since you left the palace. Ever since then, you have locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angiel was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angiel really is. Cass, a princess must know her kingdom. Okay, fair. You have a point there. Okay, but you're making me do two things that, I don't want to do at the same time. You couldn't just force me to leave or force me to hang out with a stepsister. You had to do both? Bruv, I can only handle so much. I don't know what happens, but I'm like, oh. Go with Emmeline, and I keep wanting to call her Evangeline for just mixing the kingdom and her name. Emmeline, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that in order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Cass? Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? Times have changed. People change. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Oof. Oof. Oof, what happened? Now I'm very curious. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that someday. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Oh, I don't know, this art style just tripped me out. Like, it looks like it's shifted in art style. Interesting. Delora? Do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I don't know who Delora is, and moving on. I wish you could talk to me more. You and the others. Who was that? Oh, that's a doll. Okay. My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Oh, we live a sad life. Okay. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic it was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations. Oh! I really lived a sad life. But every year, at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions, leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I'd been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you," on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Wait a minute, she's not dead? She's just gone? Yes. Excuse me, Your Highness. The king has requested your presence. The king hates me. Just kidding. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Oh? Good morning, Your Highness. Okay, I know I don't know if I mentioned it in this recording, or if it was in the last one that didn't actually happen. I have a certain vocal range, okay? So the I have a certain vocal range for feminine voices or female voices, and a certain vocal range for masculine/male voices. So they're probably all gonna sound the same. Just bear with it. Look at the screen. Sir Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster. Alcaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall keep you then. I shall not keep you then, my bad. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Okay, that was strange. Your Majesty? Cass, are you ready? Nope. You will enjoy this, Cass. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of Angiel, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I don't already know. Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good? Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Cass. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I have seen that there is no good in you. Oh, she said it to his face? To his face? Cass, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug to let me know that someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months. Had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I have hurt you. I know that there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Oh, I really want tacos. That's unrelated, but I just really had the urge to eat tacos. Anyway, Cass, enough. Whoops, I switched those. My bad. Cass, enough. I have already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Cass, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to to accompany Emmeline. Bruv, you literally said you're going no matter what. Even if I have to order you to do it. Oh my gosh. I would not disobey an order from the king. She got you there, bruv. Excuse me. Oh, I guess we're at the toy shop. Hello, how can I help? How do I read that? Viorica? Viorica! Sounds like Eureka. Emmeline! I mean, Princess Emmeline. How good to see you. Right, she is a princess, huh? Damn. That must be annoying to hear. Like, Cass, just hearing that must be so annoying. I trail Emmeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I can understand why Emmeline insists she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. There's no need to be so tense, Princess. I would never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You can ask the impossible of me. There is no need to be formal, Viorica. I'm still the same as I was. I don't know what made me think I could do such a large vocal range. So, at some point, they're probably all just gonna really, really sound the same. Oh, yes, Rod's come along as well. What? I don't even have an idea. It's been a while, Viorica. It's good to see you again, Rod. This first chapter seems like it's taking forever. Okay, anyways. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Cass. I love how my name is so regular compared to all of theirs. I should have chosen something else. The look on Viorica's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. Aha! And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alcaster's son. It is a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald? You really are as handsome as Emmeline described in her letters. I am already annoyed. I'm not even, actually there, and I'm so annoyed with Emmeline. And it's not even... Maybe I'm just getting too into character, but, ugh. Moving on. I'm sorry? But please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. Well, we already know what's going on there. I'm sorry, Emmeline. As if you didn't know, bruv. What do you mean? How? Okay, whatever. Right. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys. Gifts for some new friends. Toys from here are... Okay. Toys from here? Are you sure? Of course I am! I cross my arms. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess, I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. Why are you surprised? Y'all know that she hate... Beautiful lady, I love that. But y'all know that she obviously hates leaving the palace. And you're like, Oh, why are you being such a downer? I don't want to be here! Like, what do you mean? I left. Now take me back, okay? I already stepped out. We've been here for a moment. Let's leave. Let's hurry up. Good morning. Up until this point, I had always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Oh, okay. Her beauty is mesmerizing, and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're early today, ma'am. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Emmeline. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. Ah, that lady was beautiful. Right. Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. That was an awful thing to say out loud in the company of royalty. That was awful. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. A fairy. Fairies have saved Angeline from the witches. Fairies had saved Angeline. Angeline, of course. I'm mixing their stupid fucking... Anyway, Angel from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors. And yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you go. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Eureka. I hope to drop by again soon. Good. I'll look forward to seeing you again. I'm like, hold. Okay. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Likewise. I literally don't know what type of voice to have for him. I'll figure it out. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I am out, I am the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me. Why are they pointing at me? Don't point at me. I'm Princess. I'm your... Why are you pointing at me? Like I am the plague. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none as nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. What the heck am I? Or what did I do? Why is everybody staring at me? And why do people hate me? I can see why I hate people now. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emmeline walking beside me. I cannot decide which is worse. The staring or her company. Oh, Castle, look! A street performance! It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance? Good day, everyone. I don't know why I said it like that, but we're rolling with it. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. Oh, so it's a little magic show. Okay. The boy named Waltz snapped his fingers, and colorful flower petals started to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty, Cass? And are those the princesses over there? I don't know what this accent is, I'm sorry. We're just rolling with it. It's an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snapped his fingers and white lilies appear in his hand. Pretty? Oh, thank you. The boy looks at me, as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a weary smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. That was it? Hey, that was a short show. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. Never mind, that was not the end of the show. Okay. There are performers like this all around Angiel. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? But you don't like it out here? Do I look like I'm having fun? Do I look like I'm enjoying myself? Bruv, I have not changed expressions since we left. The fuck? Oh, the palace. Why? Why would you? Lady, I don't know. Rod and I grew up here. I love Angiel, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. Well, no wonder everybody likes you. You spent your time around these people. I wanted to share this with you, Cass. Girl, you know I don't like you, right? I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. Bruv, did you not know? Did you not know that I didn't want to come? And that the only reason I'm here is because the king literally ordered me to be here? I'm assuming he didn't tell you that. Okay. Yeah, I doubt he told you that. Whew! Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. I did not do this for you. I am only here because the king ordered me to go with you. Ooh, she really told her. Good. I just want us to be closer, Cass. I would like to try and be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. That is... You probably don't need her friendship. But you do need some friends! Like, dolls are not... it. Bruh, why are you shocked? Why are you shocked that I would say that as if, like, you had no idea I did not like you? This is what, okay, hold on, I'm gonna go on a side tangent, but this attitude right here, right, of like, I've displayed that I don't like you, and when I tell you I don't like you, you're surprised? Why? For what? Like, that same attitude, that same thing has gotten me into some trouble, okay? It has actually gotten me into some trouble. But, like, if I've already displayed that I don't like you, it's clear I don't like you, and you're like, we should be friends, and I'm like, I do not like you, and you're like, why are you like that? Anyway, moving on. That's not what this is about. This, I'm over here complaining about how long it is, and like that I'm freaking like. Anyway. No matter how you act around me, we are not, and will never be, sisters. I mean, yeah, this was a bit harsh, but she clearly wasn't getting it. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But I am so stupid. Like, I understand why you're like, but I'm so cool, but I'm so nice. But you know, why are you being mean to me? I don't like you, okay? That is why. I don't like you. Please stop being surprised. I don't want to interact with you. It's not like I'm trying to ruin your life. I just don't want to be around you. Like, just get it together. Just get it together and get over it. Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emmeline. Stop. He's staring daggers at me. Bruv, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I was going a bit far, but I was never insulting her intelligence. I was just telling her, I do not like her. We will never be close. I will never call you my sister. Like, this is just not happening. I wasn't saying anything about her. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Bruv, where's my knight? Bruv, why would you let this kid grab me? You already know I don't like these kids. Well, I mean, I have nothing against Rod, but you already know I don't really like this girl. Both of you ought to stay away from me. See? Literally, it's the simple leave me alone. It's the simple leave me alone. Like, it's just gotta get more firm because neither of y'all were getting it. Well, I mean, I don't know about Rod, but Emmeline was not getting it that I don't like her. I say I, but I mean like, you know, like I as in the character. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Ah, right, we're in public. Ooh! Their expressions mirror the look of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait! Don't follow me. Bro, you still gotta follow her, you know that, right? Princess! I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy. And I heard a niece lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Princess Cass made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my tracks to the mention of my name. Not again. A niece. Was that the name of the one maid who tore Dolores' dress? I'm sorry, the way that I read that was so... If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? I mean, you got a fair point, but you being just a bit harsh. Like, there's the line, and you're just over it. What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anise, hard-working and big-hearted, very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess is to please. A friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Oh! There's the title of the chapter. Ice Princess. So all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emmeline. That child's an angel. We all know she should be the crown princess. Bruv, don't be saying that out loud on the street. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Well, I can definitely see why they call her Ice Princess, though. She's not explosive with anger, you know? She's just cold. She just comes off really, really cold, and she doesn't get involved, you know? Like, but her mom's gone, right? Yeah, it's been 4 years, but I mean, if I went out, I don't know what happened last, but apparently last time she was out, and everybody looked at her with anger, fear, disgust. Nobody looked at her with, I don't know, maybe sympathy that her mother was gone. I don't know the order of events, but geez, no wonder she doesn't like any of her townspeople or ever want to see them, because whenever she goes out, they don't like her. Ever since Emmeline entered my life, I am always being compared to her. And now I have become second best. I am Castriel Britain, daughter of King Gennaro Britain III, and the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. I am of royal blood. She's nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. Oh, I don't know why I called her Dolores. My bad. Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing? But who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes, only to see Dolores sitting right in front of me on my bed. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Okay. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Did she not just talk to you, dude? Laura? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I am not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Oh! I'm sorry, that. I hope you're ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time, but right now I'm here to give you something, Princess. A shoe? Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? Is it beautiful? It is beautiful. Too beautiful. Whoops. It is beautiful. Too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl. I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Bruv, Delora, I thought you were on my side. Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Bruv, how you do me like that? How you do me like that? Were we not friends? I tell you about my day every day, and now you do me like that? Oh. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Where am... Ow, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said? You filthy child. Filthy? You would speak to your crown princess in such a manner. If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I am not delusional. I am Casriel Britain, blood daughter of King Gennaro Britain III and the crown princess of Angiel. Right. The king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to Mother? Witch? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her, puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod. And you are most definitely neither of them. Wait a minute, whoa! Damn! So, Delora really was like, well, you're a peasant now, and you never exist. Oh, wow. You've lived your whole life. Wow, okay. This is, interesting. What? Now get gone before you spouting your crazy gibberish at my before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I am wearing tattered clothes and that I do not even have shoes on. No. No, no. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest, and I reach up to grab it. It all floods back. Delora being a witch. Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse! Yeah, that does suck. That my best friend, just decided to curse me. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. They are not gonna let me in. Not a chance. Let me in. Sorry, girl, but this place is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I am the Crown Princess Casriel Britain. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to calling him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I am addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only make way for the king. That's so lame, my bad. The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride two of the horses, while the last horse has a different familiar rider. Father! I immediately move to block the path of his horse, and I'm totally gonna get ran over. What is wrong with me? The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty! What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What? Even father is part of this. Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? Bro, why would he believe me? Like, why would he believe me though? Like, that's not even like believe. Why would he believe me? That's awful. Anyway. He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He is looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess. And his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this. Bro, are you telling me that the king treats his people, better than he treated his daughter? I know that she went icy, but like, she said her whole life they weren't even close. So like, damn. Okay. This should feed you and your family for a day or two. Bruv, it's just me. My family's literally gonna be fine. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your pity. Father, please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. Bruv, I'm already here. At once, your majesty. I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Where is your home, girl? There is nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here. Our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watched, with blurry eyes, as the soldiers returned to the palace. How can this be happening? I stared at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more. The fact that I have just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I am nothing more than a piece of garbage. Or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh shit, she about to get all that prejudice. I mean, she wasn't given the most prejudice, but like out. But because she didn't even go out. But damn, it's gonna suck. That what's it called? That adjusting is gonna suck. Oh look at that girl's hideous dress. Bruv, why you gotta say it out loud? How difficult it is to be poor. I clutch the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I huddle in a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I open them, everything will be back to normal. A dream? No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they are always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. And never leave Mother. I am the only one who will ever love you so much. Do you understand? I understand. Oh, so wait, I'm assuming, okay. Oh, that was Prologue, Chapter 1, The Markin. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, but I don't actually know how to get out of here. Oh. Wait, no, what is this? Okay, so this is all the script, I guess. How do I actually, oh, there we go. So we're gonna save this. And go back to the main menu. So that was what I thought was chapter 1. I don't actually know what that was, but I'm assuming that the mother was the leader of the witches, and that's why everybody in town looks at her that way, and why she disappeared after the Great War, or during the Great War, or whatever. Which also would explain why her mom was like, you can't leave. People will hate you, okay? Don't be doing that. Which was counterintuitive, to be honest, but I see the point. Obviously, I think they call these lilies. Are these calla lilies? I don't know why they popped in my head. These seem to be important in the symbolism. There's these here. Looks like something to do with Little Mermaid, something to do with Rumpelstiltskin. I used to know this star, but I don't remember. Little Red Riding Hood, and I want to say Briar Rose, but I feel like that's not what I wanted to say. I think it's, what is it, Sleeping Beauty? And then of course Cinderella, right? I'm excited to see what happens. It's a very like talk heavy. Not many choices. I don't think I made any choices actually this round. I don't know if there will be any choices. I hope there are, but we'll find out later. Anyway, this video is already so long. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one, which I might actually just record later after taking a small break. Okay, bye!